All right, folks, this is what it's all about. I defy you to find two more charismatic, two more engaging, two more athletically gifted people on the face of God's green earth. And what really speaks volumes about these two men is the respect they have for each other, the respect they have for Lucha Libre, the respect they have for pro wrestling all around, Bobby.
This is going to be one for the ages. Two of the greatest high flyers in the business today and in the past. Going one-on-one, it's got to be like Rey Mysterio looking in a mirror from his early days in his career.
And you know, the best part about Rey Mysterio, we've outlined it before, right? 30-year veteran, doesn't have to do anything. Business owes him everything. He owes the business nothing. But do you know something? Rey Mysterio still shakes everyone's hand the minute he comes into a locker room, whether you're a first-year guy or you've been in the business for 40 years. And that's respect. And that's what Rey Mysterio brings. Nice pass by there, leapfrog to get out of the way. Ricochet on the move now, uses the ropes for momentum. Rey pushes him off now. Rey is going to have a slight speed advantage, and Ricochet will have the height advantage. But at the end of the day, it's all about Lucha Libre. Wow. Nice. Come on.
He thought he had him. That was a deep scissor lock takeover, and Ricochet ends up on his feet.
Bobby, Rich, when pro wrestling's done right, there's nothing better.
None.
And that's a fact, Jack.
I look at everybody else in my real life, and I always wonder...
In your what?
In my life.
I was going to say your real life.
Well, in my life, when I look at my neighbors and I look at my family, and I always think to myself, what do these people do without professional wrestling in their lives? I'm so lucky and fortunate to be able to do what I do and have been doing for 20-something years.
Amen, my man.
It's so much enjoyment. Most guys come home from work on a Friday and they got really nothing to look forward to except going back to work on Monday. I got this on the weekends, and that makes me a happy man. Right, Bobby?
Sure it does, man, honestly. Especially with a company like the XWA who's truly making waves in the area.
Uh-oh. Here we go now. You're not safe on the floor. Rey Mysterio. Nice. Nice low-level attack. And Ricochet was able to get out of the way there. Pops Rey back up onto the ring apron. Back kick creates space. What's Rey have in mind here?
Seated senton.
Wow. Down goes Ricochet. And Rey right up to give a young fan a high five. True story, has nothing to do with the match. My son's very first wrestling event I ever took him to, a WWE show when he was 5 years old. Rey Mysterio was on the card. Found us and came over and like rubbed heads, and my kid never forgot that.
There you go. That's what it's about.
Just right place, right time.
It's about little kids that now are grown men that never forgot the moment. But let's focus on Ricochet now. What about the little kids that are watching Ricochet that want to grow up to be like Ricochet? You know, there's a whole new guard on cover here coming, and you hear it all the time. It happens in music. It happens in sports. In my day, kid. But listen, if you're not growing, you're dying. I mean, that's the saying here, and Ricochet is going to grow pro wrestling into something that I don't think we can fathom, Bobby.
I think a lot of the stage has been set for it with some of these other young up-and-comers, some of these other companies really pushing the new brand of wrestling that you see, the hybrid style of both high action, high flying, and strong style, both of the British and Japanese persuasion. And Ricochet, he really does encompass all of that. He's not just a high flyer.
And people say, you know, oh, the business changes. At the end of the day, the sport never changes. It's still the same sport that it was 100 years ago. The names have changed, the names of the moves have changed, and yeah, I'm sure the maneuvers themselves and a lot of the colors and stuff. But at the end of the day, it's still pro wrestling, and two of the very best at it are on display right here.
And like you said, 30-year veteran Rey Mysterio made his debut in 1989.
The year after Ricochet was born.
Fact. So now think about when you watch Ricochet and you watch those classic matches with he and Will Ospreay. Who do you think they grew up watching? And now for a guy like Ricochet to be in the ring against one of his heroes, so amazing. And
another thing that's great too is when these younger wrestlers like the Ricochets and the David Starrs of the world and the JT Dunns of the world, when they go back on things like YouTube, from Rey Mysterio, they then discover names like Negro Navarro. or Liz Mark Jr. or Blue Demon, and it just starts you down this rabbit hole of learning. As you can see right here, Ricochet has certainly done his homework there. Nice submission backbreaker, knew he wasn't going to get the concession there, turned it into an impact move, floats over, takes a second, little cocky, but that is today's athlete now, a little cocky.
Maybe he's just trying to wear him out, make him kick out of pins that he knows is not going to put him away.
Great point.
Just to chip into his stamina a bit, take away some of his endurance.
Yeah, but one thing Rey Mysterio is great at, shifting his hips, adjusting his weight.
Very good point.
About to smell what Ricochet's cooking here. People's moonsault.
Well done. Count of 2.
If you smell
What Ricochet.
He is cooking.
There you go. Look at that.
Only took us all night. We're on the same page.
Finally, in the main event, chemistry comes.
Awesome. Well, we'll be seeing more of Matt Striker, hearing more of Matt Striker here in the XWA, and quite a treat to have you here, seriously.
Thanks, buddy. Appreciate a great night of wrestling with 2 very, very good announcers.
Sir?
I wasn't talking about you.
I didn't think so.
Trading on the sunsets, and Rey Mysterio, like I talked about, shifting his hips, shifting his weight, using momentum. Every sport has it. I don't care what sport you play, it's about momentum. And right now, the ring, it tilts in the favor of whomever has the advantage. But as far as I'm concerned, boys, the ring is even right now. Both fighters down.
The referee's tolling the count. These fans treated to quite a night of professional wrestling, and what an amazing main event. Only here in the Extreme Wrestling Alliance.
What's Ray have in mind here?
Springboard from the top rope, seated senton. Lateral press into a cover.
What Rey Mysterio does so well to the boxing fans out there, Rey Mysterio is a counter puncher. He uses the momentum of his opponents because usually Rey is outsized. So he uses the momentum. He understands E equals MC squared.
Mysterio with a forearm. Trained by his uncle, the original Rey Mysterio. Rey dropped the junior in 2002. Oh!
Nice. There's the counter. But Ricochet's got core strength. And that's the difference. Not only the youth, but the strength of Ricochet. Cover. Ooh, fast count, not enough.
Wow, only 2. Very quick count.
Senior official Rich Bass makes it a point to let it be known that they were just a hair away.
Oh, not Ricochet's. Or Rey's.
Fans clapping along, enjoying every minute of this bout.
And I love the fact that the fans realize it's not lost on them what they're watching. You know, I mean, think about it. You might not get this again. With the schedule of these guys and the company stuff, you might not get this match ever again.
And they have faced each other a time or 2 before. But, I mean, just...
Yeah, one time on that show with that guy, that bad announcer.
That,
Vampiro.
That's on the El Rey Network?
Right.
Yes.
Oh, wait, hang on a second. Dial it up. Here we go. No, Ricochet had that scouted. Oh, jeez Louise.
Misdirection.
Nice.
Frankensteiner into the 619. No.
Not tonight.
Here we go. There's Ricochet's strength. No! Rey Mysterio with the counter. He switched his hips. Ricochet's shoulders are down. Rey floats over. Hooks the leg.
And Matt, like you were speaking of Bobby's silence, I watch a match like this and almost wish we were sitting up there in the stands, with a soda and some popcorn, just watching it as fans.
I'd say we got a good seat, probably the best seat in the house.
Look at the way Ray's ankles are on top of each other like that. You see that?
Yep.
That's usually a sign of a dislocated hip. It's not the case there because Ray is writhing around now. He may have been playing possum there, but that's always something to look at. Where your opponent's body lays can tell you what potential injuries there are. The hips are easy to pop back in, though.
Rey Mysterio up on top. Ricochet trying to fight out of it. He's got Rey on his shoulders.
Fireman's carry. Normally designed for salvation, but it may be the end for Rey, and Rey is wise to keep fighting. Hang on a second here. What's Rey going to do? Amazing. Amazing. Oh.
So many close calls in this matchup. What exactly is going to be the knockout blow to take this home?
Well, think of what we've seen all night, right? We've seen power bombs, we've seen submissions, we've seen small packages. So to your point, this match can end at any time off of any single maneuver. Great point by you.
We saw a German suplex or two tonight, too.
We saw 100 of them. Yeah. But none of them ended the match. How about that?
Not a single one.
Astute point.
There's Ricochet's core strength, man.
Up on the shoulders again.
Ray switched his hips.
Ducks that kick.
Here it is.
This is what the fans are waiting for.
Dial it up.
619. And the West Coast.
No, catch, roll through. What a great counter by Ricochet. Pushes off, spinning kick. Rey Mysterio still up, jumping high knee. The rope's the only thing keeping the Lucha Legend up. Down goes Rey, floats over. Could this be the moment? He got him! Holy cow!